All right, Monica in Boston. Monica, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. What can I do to help you today?
So actually, I'm planning to apply for my husband's adjustment of status soon, but there's a chance I might move to another state within 1 month or two. So would you suggest, should I wait for a month or two and apply from the next state, or should I apply right now?
If you're going to move in the next month or two, wait till you get to the next state. If you know your address where you're going to be moving to, do you have the address where you're going to be moving to?
No, not yet.
Okay. Once you know your address where you're moving to and for certain that you're moving, I would just file it in that state. Because if you file it in your current state, you're going to have to transfer the file, and that's going to take longer than just waiting another month and filing it in the state where you're going to be. If you're telling me you're not going to move for another year or longer, or even 9 months or longer, I would say just file it now. Let's get that application in. Let's get your husband a work permit. But if you're literally moving in a month, I would wait a month and then file in your new state. If, for example, you go rent an apartment or rent a home and you already have that rental signed, but you haven't moved to that state yet, you're going to move in a week or two, file the adjustment in that state. You have the address there. You'll be moving there in a week or two. It's no big deal. What happened to Monica? Monica, you there? It's one of those days. Monica. What happened to Monica? We don't know. All right, let's see who else we got here. Ray.
Yes, hi, Brett.
Hi, Ray. How are you?
Good, thank you. I have a couple of questions. So first, I'm a permanent resident. I received my green card through my spouse. She's a U.S. citizen. And so just recently, back in January, for whatever reason happened, unfortunately, our marriage didn't work out, and my wife filed for divorce. And so now I'm in the process of getting divorced. And when I reviewed the divorce papers, she put in the date of separation back in November of last year, we still live together. I don't know if this is going to give an issue for me.
Why did she said November of 2020?
Correct.
All right, the reason she did that is because, where do you live, in Florida? I don't know what the divorce, I guess Florida, you have to have an abandonment period of time, but there's also no fault divorce. So you don't have to, I would contest the divorce, and if you're going to remove the conditions of your permanent residence, you want to be able to tell the truth, and when the two of you live together.
So I already have my permanent. I have my 10-year green card. Okay. I received my 10-year
when?
In October.
And then the separation shows November?
Correct.
Yeah, that's a problem too, because if that's not necessarily true when you go to apply for your citizenship, USCIS is going to look at the divorce papers, and if they look closely, they're going to see that you separated weeks, maybe even days after you got your green card, and they're going to say, wait a second, was this even a real marriage, or were you just married to get a green card, and as soon as you got a green card, you guys separated? So again, that could be problematic. No one's going to look at the divorce unless you file for your citizenship, but if you file for your citizenship, it could be problematic. If the divorce is incorrect, I wouldn't go with an incorrect divorce. Okay, what's the rush to get divorced? Go fix it, go contest it. So you're divorced 3 months later or 4 months later, make it right.
So I have to amend the divorce, so I have to
go to a divorce. I'm not a divorce attorney in Florida, so I don't know what you should be doing, but you should go speak to a divorce attorney and make sure that the factual allegations in the divorce, that the judge will ultimately sign a divorce judgment based on the factual allegations in the divorce are true.
Hello?
Hello, you hear me?
Yeah, you were breaking up. Can you repeat that again? I
said I am not a divorce attorney in Florida, so I don't know the mechanism to tell you what to do, how to fix a divorce. It's not what I do for a living. What I am telling you, though, is that a immigration officer, when you go to do your citizenship, if they look closely, will notice that you separated from your wife weeks or days after you got your 10-year green card. And they're going to say in a sworn divorce, which is done under penalties of perjury, everybody agreed that you separated 2, 3, 4 weeks after you got your green card. We're going to question the validity of this marriage, and they have a right to do it in your citizenship interview. Nobody's going to look at the divorce unless you file for your citizenship, but that's what's going to happen. So what I am telling you to do is, I don't know the procedure, go to a divorce attorney in Florida and say, I got this problem. Here's a divorce. My wife is divorcing me. The divorce papers are inaccurate. I want it to be accurate because it's going to affect my immigration when I go apply for my citizenship. And what I'm saying to you is, so you wait 3, 4, 5 more months to get a divorce judgment. What is the rush? Make sure it's done right. Make sure it's done honestly and truthfully.
Right. And another question that I have, now that I have to file the taxes, do I still have to file them like together or separately?
No, you don't have to file them. You file it separately.
Separately?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, bye-bye. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.